Hello everyone, and welcome back for another Christmas card. I thought I turned on my recorder and I did not. So you're kind of starting halfway into this card, but let me catch you up real quick while you watch me do a little bit of ink blending. I used my Trinity Stamp Slimline series stitched rectangles to cut the panel out, and then I used some border dies, some Slimline borders and edges by Simon Says Stamp, or Trinity Stamps. I'll have it all linked down below. And to cut that edge off. And then I white heat embossed the snowflakes on there from the Comfort and Joy stamp set. And now I'm doing ink blending over the top. And I started with speckled egg over the snowflakes. And then I'm coming in with broken china, chipped sapphire. And then I will, at the very end, put a little bit of black soot around the edges, just to darken up around the edges. And I will go over this a couple of times to get that blend nice and smooth. I am blending on Neenah 80-pound Solar White, and I'm using foam brushes. I find with the Oxide inks that I do better with the foam. I tend to have like bristle marks when I use my brushes, but regular distress inks, I use the brushes. And for me, that's what works out, but you do whatever works best for you. Anyway, I go back and forth 2 or 3 times to get this blend all perfect. And then we're going to move on to the next part of this card, which is going to be to put a large stamped peace word and a whole bunch of little sparkles and stars and things. And we're going to heat emboss those with some Nuvo classic silver embossing powder. Oh, first we're going to do the inside of the card. So I'm going to take this, what does that say? Merry Christmas from the Comfort and Joy stamp set. And I'm just using, I think, my Ink on 3 blackout ink for that. And then I'm going to stamp the snowflakes again. And I'm going to use one of my Oxide ink colors. I think I used the broken china for that. And then we'll move along to the outside of the card, where we'll stamp the piece, and then and the sparkles all at the same time, sparkles and stars that are in. See, it is the Holiday Sparkle Greetings stamp set, and they're all very long. They're great for slimline cards, or you can use them on regular size cards. You'll just have to cut those little swoopy tails off. And you can emboss over other heat embossing. You just want to make sure that you just leave your heat on there enough to melt it and not burn it. So, you know, just watch, and as soon as it turns, you know, shiny, then you're good to go. And so I'm just spreading around all these little sparkles and stars that come with it. And I made sure that my panel was dry, and I will use, or I did use the powder bag on there, the anti-static powder bag. Make sure I don't have any stray embossing powder sticking where I don't want to stick it. If you do, you can use a dry paintbrush just to brush away anything that is not wanted. So then, as a final little embellishment on here, I am going to use some Nuvo crystal gems, and with my Marvy jewel picker and my liquid glue, I'm just going to put some jewels or gems in the middle of some of these snowflakes. But before I do that, we're going to pop this panel up on the outside of our card base, which is Simon Says Stamp 100-pound cardstock in gray. I'll have that link down below too. But we're going to pop it up on some foam tape, and then we'll add our gems to it. So that'll do it for this card. So I will be back real soon with another Christmas card or some tags. I got to dig through my new stuff and see what jumps out at me that we're going to do next. But I will be back real soon. So stay tuned and happy holidays.